Good morning, Codelians. Welcome to
Morning, sir.
the webinar on Standard Code of Conduct.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Okay, so we are going to be having a small webinar on the Standard Code of Conduct. This Standard Code of Conduct is applicable for Codelio as a professional, but apart from that, it will also be useful for you as a professional in down the road wherever you join a new company, as well as in your life on a personal level, because the code of conduct is not only for a professional, it's also for your personal integrity and your personal ethics. So Vineet will be showing you the slides from his remote location and I will be talking from my location. So Vineet, if you can just bring up the first slide, which is basically the headline. Okay, from the first one, we move on to the second one, the second slide, which is basically the director's message, which talks about the what the company expects from all the employees. This is slide number 2. So I'm going to run through all the slides which are 23 in number. This webinar is being recorded, and the PPT will also be available to each one of you to review and study in detail, and it has to be a part of your daily ethics and your daily working. It's not to be just only attended today and then forgotten for the rest of your life or your tenure with Codelio. So what does the second slide say? Dear team, each of us shape our culture through our words and actions. We all endeavor to build a diverse culture that embraces learning and nurture trust where every employee can do their best work. Making right decisions and ethical choices in our work builds trust in each other and with our customers and partners. You should never compromise your personal integrity or a person's reputation and trust in exchange for any short-term gains. What do short-term gains means? Short-term gains could mean in terms of money, it could mean in terms of another career, another job. There are different connotations to the word short-term gains. We are more likely to make ethical choices when integrity, honesty, and compliance guide our decision making. We should always be transparent about our motives, learn from our mistakes, and ask for help when faced with a difficult situation. So whether you're a manager or you're a junior, if you have a difficult situation, feel free to reach out to people around you, above you, below you for solutions. I expect leaders and managers to embrace a culture where employees feel free to ask questions and raise concerns when something doesn't seem right. This sentence will be very relevant when I go on to the latter half of the slides. Okay, we go back to the letter. Our standards of business conduct emphasizes the role that each of us plays in building trust and the approach you should take in making decisions. When we apply these principles in our daily work, we can move forward with confidence in our ability to make good decisions that build trust and empower our customers and partners to achieve more. Thank you very much. So Vineet, let's move on to the slide number 3, where we talk about We Code You. Okay, now this talks about the values of a Codelian and the culture which we want to create in Codelio. So what are the values which everyone should have? Integrity and honesty. Honesty to yourself and honesty within the company. Be transparent, be open, and be respectful for everyone. Whether it is Sunil, the office boy, or RS Man, the MD, you have to be respectful to everyone. And third one is accountable. Accountability means what? That you are accountable for your actions, whether you're in digital marketing, you're in content writing, you're in administration, HR, you're in Salesforce, you are accountable for every action of yours. The buck stops with you. Big challenges and also striving for excellence. Codelio has a lot of expectations from all of you, and we hope that each one will strive to give his or her best at all point of time. Okay, Now let's talk about the Codelio culture, which we're trying to formulate. And one is that all of us represent an organization, an entity, but we are all in the end Codelians, one Codelio. Everyone should have a growth mindset. That means think of the future, how the company can grow, bring solutions, look to the future, come up with ideas. Thirdly, customer or client is our top priority. As we know, our company's thing is company with a heart, which means what? Putting the customer first, thinking for the customer, making sure that all our actions result in customer delight, customer satisfaction. Number four, diversity and inclusiveness. It means what? That we have a diverse range of people working in the office, whether it is having more women on board, people of different religions, race, sexualities, people with different abilities. When I say people with different abilities, I'm talking about people with who are disabled, whether they are visually, they're challenged, or they are physically challenged, or they are hearing impaired. We're looking for people with different abilities. And then in the end, bringing social impact. Each one of us is in a way embedded in Codelio to give 1% of our time, our energy, our money back into the local communities. This is where we are all pitching in for the Codelio Foundation. So some of you who are not actively involved with Codelio Foundation, this is your time to be in any way you can. Okay, Vineet, let's move on to the slide number 4. If everybody can see slide number 4, it talks about the employee's responsibilities. The opening line very well clearly says, you are expected to uphold the standards, Codelio policies, and the law. It means what? You will read and understand and comply with these standards and policies, rules, and regulations that apply to your job. Speak up when you see any possible violations of these standards and Codelio policies. Don't be silent. Don't be complicit. It is in any way you see anything going wrong, please do speak up. Third, be truthful and cooperate in any internal investigation for any purpose. Do not hide or destroy any information which you are privy to, which is important to the company and which will help resolve any issues. Number 4, completing training on the standards and attesting that you understand and are committed to comply with these standards. Hence, when the PDF is there, please keep the PDFs on your computers or your laptops or whatever it is. Study regularly, make it a part of your daily Codelio practice. Okay, failing to read or attest to these standards does not excuse you from these responsibilities. So even if you say, "Maine nahi padha hai, I have not read it," that doesn't mean that you're still not liable for or responsible for your actions or your words. Okay. Then let's look at the oversight part. Codelio standard of business conduct and its ethics and compliance programs are endorsed and have the full support of Codelio board of directors. The board of directors and the management, which means all the managers, supervisors, is responsible for overseeing the ethics and compliance program and compliance with these standards. Applicability. These standard code of conduct applies to all the Codelio employees, beginning from the board of directors all the way down to Sunil. Okay. When we say Codelio, we mean Codelio Consulting Private Limited. Okay. On the same page, there is more talking about the Codelio thing, which I will not read out. Okay, then we move on to slide number 5. Okay. How to use the standards, code of conduct, and make good decisions. Making good decisions and ethical choices builds trust between each one of us and the people we interact with. But not all situations you encounter are clear and straightforward. How do you make the best choice when facing difficult or unclear circumstances? How do you navigate or how do you deal with ethical dilemmas? While the standard code of conduct will not tell you exactly what to do in every situation, it is a guide, a reference point to make you make good decisions and also deal with complex situations where the answer may not always be black and white, always be clear. There are gray areas. In life, there are gray areas. Not everything is yes or no, black and white. So you have to use your judgment. If you can't use your judgment, use somebody else who's wise, who's sensible in the office, in your family, in your social circle to choose what to do and what not to do. Okay. So when you're faced with a difficult decision or a situation in personal or professional life, kindly follow these steps. Pause. Pause means to wait. Does the situation make you uneasy? Does it prick your conscience? Is something telling you that something is not quite right? Slow down, pause, wait. Before you act, open your mouth, take a decision, and think about how is the best to approach the situation. See, so I'll give you example of my personal life. I am very impulsive. I talk without thinking, and it has consequences, especially when you open your mouth. Words said cannot be taken back. It can hurt people, it can cause damage. So, what I have learned from counseling is not to be reactive. So, if I'm facing with a, let's say, a hostile person, I need to step back, be quiet, think, pause, be quiet, thinker, and not let the things escalate. Okay, then think, is your approach consistent with Codelio's culture and values in these standards codes of conduct? Does it build or maintain trust? Never ever sacrifice your long-term reputation and the trust for short-term benefits. I have already mentioned to you what are the short-term benefits, so I won't repeat it now. Ask. Ask questions and get help. Talk to your manager, talk to Neetu in HR, talk to compliance personnel, reach out to RS, reach out to me. If nobody's available, get help from your manager or another manager. That's not a big deal. But whenever you feel something is wrong, pause, think about it, and then ask for what is to be done with the management. Okay, Vineet, let's go on to slide number 6.
Can you guys hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay, great. So first thing first, Rahul, I think your earphone or headset which you are wearing might be rubbing somewhere. So there is a rubbing voice coming in, noise rather.
Okay.
So you can just get it corrected. A. B, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask these questions in your Q&A box or chat section. Also, we will be sharing this whole code of conduct presentation with you. So I completely understand that this is the first time. There are a couple of people who are looking at it first time. There were a couple of people who are pretty old in the ecosystem. They have already read it last year also, and there is a little revisions also which has happened. So we'll be sharing it. We'll be uploading it in our drive, OneDrive, or you can ask the same from the marketing or Rahul or HR. Okay, so if you have any questions, just listen to it because it is utmost important from the ethics standpoint, from the integrity standpoint, when to retaliate, when not to retaliate. Do you have the tolerance power? Do you have the tolerance power or not? Or how to talk and when to talk? And to whom do you need to reach out? If you see something is wrong, who is a right person to reach out to, where you can even send email or write to somebody so that your ask, your issues, or your key queries can be addressed as soon as possible. Rather than spreading something, it's always better to, another slide which was very, very important, if in case you can go back there, Vineet. This slide, I always feel it's very, very important because decision. So in your difficult time, when you see there is something which is happening and you cannot see anything, because what you can see, what you can hear might not be true. That might not be true. So you always need to take action or retaliate or anything which you have to do. You need to do it from your cool mind. Always take a pause, then think about it, is what you're doing is correct? Is what someone else is doing is correct? That can happen. If yes, please go and ask your subordinate, legal team, or your finance head. Then speak to your manager. I have seen, there are a couple of people who are new and who are trainees who has not worked in any of the corporates so far. This is in fact their first company. So it is utmost important for us also to guide them that if you have any issues, you cannot ask among yourself. Your issues needs to be addressed to manager. So first your manager should be knowing it. Over the email, you can send it to your manager. Do not mark anyone. If your manager would not react for 7 days, you can actually reach out to HR. And if your HR would not react, there is another team to whom you can reach out to, or you can reach out to me and Rahul any given point of time, or Mohit for that matter. So this is the important slide. It's not that, you can take any decision in haste. It's not just about the resignation. It's not just about, because I know what your mind would be saying right now, that about the resignations or something. No, sometimes it's not about the resignation. It's sometimes taking a leave, sometimes reacting with your managers, sometimes somebody told you something and you just reacted on somebody. But rather than thinking about it, whether the person on whom you're reacting is correct or not, and the rumors. So do not fall into any rumors. You have your managers to first ask whether these rumors about the company is correct or not. Something is, example, the rumor, I will not say the rumor, and in fact talk about, let's lockdown. The lockdown has happened on Monday. So rather than asking anyone, whether from Tuesday we will be coming, or you will get the corporate communication for sure. If the corporate communication is not coming, the only two people to whom you need to reach out is definitely your manager, and second is your HR. If anybody for any reason is not picking up your phone, always next instance is email, and take a standby. It's not that, the moment you send an email, these guys are sitting idle and reply immediately to you. So obviously there could be some decisions happening within the company. So it will be notified to you. And we are a small organization right now, but as and when we will grow, I'm sure these kind of issues will pop up. And if these issues will pop up, this is what you need to guide your subordinates, colleagues, comrades, and the people who are under you or with you. So you need to tell them, oh, if you have this issue, please speak to your manager. Rather than roaming within the circle. That's not correct. So that's always come under code of conduct. Now let's move to the next slide.
Okay, Vineet, let's go back to slide number 6. Okay, slide number 6 talks about no retaliation. What does no retaliation mean? No retaliation basically means that there will be no action taken verbally, in writing, or physically against somebody who speaks out about any issues. So I'll talk about that now. Codelio prohibits retaliation against any worker who reports or participates in any investigation of a possible violation of our code, policies, or the law. If you feel that you are being retaliated against, or there's been action taken against you for speaking out on any issue which you feel is wrong, please contact the ethics and compliance personnel. You don't have to have all the details or be sure that something is wrong to raise any concern of integrity. You can trust that we will treat your reports in all seriously, fairly, and promptly. And if something needs to be addressed, we will take action based on what we get to know. Again, I repeat, there is no tolerance for retaliation by the management or any manager or any supervisor within the company. It takes courage to speak up when something is not right. We understand that you might be uncomfortable or anxious. That is why we do not tolerate retaliation. Know that you will not suffer adverse consequences for refusing to do something that violates these standards, any Codelio policy or the law of India, even if your refusals leads to the loss of business to Codelio. Number two, raising a concern in good faith about potential misconduct by anybody within the organization. And third, and not the least, cooperating with any investigation on any violation of any misconduct within the organization. Okay, Vineet, let's go on to slide number 7. In slide number 7, we talk about the role of the managers. Managers is
Okay,
someone like
I
Vineet.
have a question. So can you, because there are so many, so there are people who have just joined us, there are trainees as well at every level. And so I really want, if in case, you can also give a simple meaning of retaliate to them. Because there, I completely understand there could be few people who might have not understood the little bit of meaning of retaliate. So can you just, Rahul,
Okay,
can you just try and give an example in a simple English, please?
retaliation can take a number of forms. It could mean that somebody who's working on a project is pulled out from a project because he or she has spoken out. He or she is being discriminated against. It can take different forms of. It can be verbal retaliation. It can be subtle retaliation. So retaliation basically means that you feel that you are being punished for speaking out. It's a subjective thing. You may feel that you're being punished for something which you've done or not done. But in brief, retaliation means a punishment. It could mean that you're not invited for certain meetings or you are excluded from certain WhatsApp groups or whatever it is for taking some actions. This is in brief the meaning of the word retaliation or revenge, basically. RS, is that okay?
Sure, we can move.
Okay. Okay, then we move on to the same, the role of managers in slide number 7. This basically means that the managers need to set the standards and make sure that the code of conduct is top to bottom down. They need to ensure that they follow it and their teams or anybody within the organization is also following it. So I will read out now. As a leader, you have a social responsibility for setting the culture and the work environment for your team. The way you make decisions and handle concerns, divergent opinions. Divergent means different opinions and even bad news will lay the foundation for trust with your team, customers, and the various stakeholders. Your success and the success of your team depends upon the trust you build as a leader, as a manager within your team and within the organization. So the managers have a very important role to play as trendsetters, as team builders, and basically making sure that the code of conduct is followed to the T by everybody within their office. Okay, so how can the managers build some steps to build a culture of trust within their team? Number one, talk to your team, have a meeting, have sessions about ethics and integrity, and be clear that you expect work to be done ethically. No cutting corners, no shortcuts, no playing foul. Basically, everything has to be done as per the rule, the law, A to Z. No shortcuts are allowed. Number two, all the managers lead to lead by example. All the youngsters in the company, the trainees, people like Shivani, Ashna will look up to you to lead by example. So when they know that you're doing everything which is Stitch, they themselves will base their careers on the same model. So lead by example by modeling ethical decision making. Number three, ensure your teams know that for results to matter, they must be achieved the right way. There is only one way. That is the right way. Then satisfy yourself that the results have been achieved in the right way. See, there are two ways of doing things, everyone, black, the right way and the wrong way. It's for you, it's for your under ki atma for realizing which way you want to do it. Okay. So you can take the long road, which is the hard road, or take the shortcut and make mistakes and screw up. Okay. Number four, make sure your teams knows you will listen. A manager's important role is to listen to people, be open to ideas, be open to situations, Just be a good listener, even if they have something difficult to say or negative about you, the company, any process or anything. I hope this is clear. So we need to go on to slide number 8. Okay.
Okay. In the meantime, so there is Amarjeet Sandhu who was not muted. I hope he is moved. Okay, fine. Perfect. So just to add on here, so we need to always lead by examples. And now, just to make a hierarchy within the company, we have cultivated this hierarchy of pyramid structure where anyone, everyone will have a manager and they can easily reach out to them. They will be readily available for them if they have any concerns, queries related to work, related to ethics, related to code of conduct, related to work culture, anything, any questions. That pyramid structure has been established for the welfare of each and every employee, so that on every 10 people, there is a manager who will look after them, who will know what the team is doing, where they need improvement. And we always have a managers meeting, which is happening every week, rather every day with us, with me, so that I would personally know what is the root cause problem or what is the problem at the base level. Does our trainee team would need more training on Service Cloud or any product of Salesforce? Do they need anything in terms of free Wi-Fi, or in terms of sitting in the office for long hours to take care of the revisions or work or something? Do they have to come early? Can they leave early? ABC. So there could be so many problems at the base level. I might not be able to give a lot of time to each one of you, or Rahul for that matter, or Mohit, or anybody. Now, that's what the reason is, that we thought, okay, it will be easy to reach for you to reach out to your managers and come up with your issues. But I always believe it's not only to come up with the issues. The best employee and the best teammate is always who come up with a solution if you have a problem. That's what I always feel. And in my early days, whenever I go to my manager, I always go with a query and a solution. This is what I feel. And your manager will understand that solution, and then could be he might allow you for that solution, or could be he might tell you that plus minus 10% you can change this solution this way. I'm not even talking about any solution which is only related to the project. However, I'm also talking about when you have to have a corporate communication, when you have to have a client interaction, when you have to have a meeting with your client, when you have to take a leave, when a holiday, or you might need to sometimes work on holidays, when you might need to extend your hours, or ABC, any reason. But a good employee always be a person who always go with the solution rather than cribbing on things. If you have any issues which is not getting resolved since ages, definitely that will get resolved. You can send an email to HR that my manager is not able to resolve this for me. I've been dictated him a couple of times. I have already requested him, rather dictated, I would say requested him a couple of times. However, it seems busy. Can you just look into it? Because the written emails will definitely make a more impact than if you have told something to your manager and you forgot, and after 20 days or after 2 months you realize I told my manager something, and then you start bouncing. So manager will understand, manager is only the one person who would be handling 10 people under him or her. So he has to listen 10 calls, he has to take 10 calls every day. There is a stand-up call every day, and it's always something which is not ethical, something which is little personal to your life. It's always better to have a one-on-one conversation with your manager than spreading or talking within the stand-up call. If you feel something is little personal with you or something related to personal with somebody, it's always advisable to please take that call with your manager in a one-on-one session. And I also request all 5-7 managers to please do a one-on-one call sessions with each one of your team members at least once in a week, just to know their progress, how they are progressing. Do they need some sort of help in terms of learning, in terms of learning new products, or in terms of anything else? So it's my urge and request to all managers to please lead by examples. Do not get personalized with somebody. Do not be partial. There is no space for somebody who is partial for one person. It's all your team members. You need to follow equality in your teams. And for you, for every manager, every person is same. I do understand there is nothing like that in our company as of now, but it's a code of conduct. So we have to tell each and everything in the code of conduct. As you know, in the previous pages, there is no tolerance for the same, for the partiality, for ignorance. There is no tolerance, zero tolerance. And that I always, I'm a person for ethics. The companies, ethical companies, so there are ethics we all need to follow. And I believe that there is nobody in this world can grow if that person would not have their own principle and ethics. And you always take these ethics from your childhood itself, how you born and brought up. However, when you start facing the reality of this world, these ethics go haywire. But you always stick to your principles, you always stick to your ethics. The way you always say that I will not eat this at any cost. I will not go for non-veg at any cost. Similarly, you should also have your principles and ethics that if this gonna happen, I'm not going to be there. If this gonna happen, I will be there. Till the time I'm learning, I'm not going to change my job. Till the time I am growing in a company, I will be there. So these are your principle and ethics you always need to abide. And the way, I do not feel that there is a person in the life who doesn't have any ethics or principle of his own. And sometimes you make your own principles. When you fall and get up, and you fall and get up, you start making your ethics. You start molding it as per the community. So you meet different people, you meet different friends. You meet different people, you have different friends who might be having 10 years experience, who might be at a super high package. Doesn't mean that I will leave my job today and then destroy everything of my career. There is a right time, right set of budget every company has, which will take you grow. If you are not growing in Codelio, I'm telling you guys, please leave. But you need to give some time to your managers to make you grow. It's not the day one you will grow. It always takes little bit of time. It's always take little bit of time to grow. But you keep checking, keep your eyes open. You always have to keep your eyes open, considering the fact that yes, I am learning in my work culture, I'm learning as a corporate culture, I'm learning into the project, I'm learning new projects, I'm learning, my comm skills are improving, everything is improving, my salary is improving. If that's the game, that's my under my ethics and principle. But if something is being getting done wrong by the company, by some mistake, being your manager or some ordinates or some colleagues, I don't think so. That's the decision you need to make, because you do not want to stick with your colleague and you resign. or you can change your team for that. I mean, if you want to change your team, you can change your manager also. But there should be some. As of now, I do not see, there is any kind of a politics, as there is zero tolerance for the politics. And then last, which I think Rahul would be more interested for, this foster diversity and inclusions, which we are into. We already have, Rahul, how much percentage of girls in our company now?
I think we're ranging between 25 to 30% ladies are in the organization. Yeah. We need
Correct.
more.
Correct. So as a part of equality, this year, Salesforce has emphasized on 4 5 things now. And as word is moving, there are so many things which are happening on blacks, and in US and other part of the world as well. So there's a lot of inclusion which has happened in the Salesforce partner ecosystem and the policies, where we should have equality, we should have diversity within our employees. We should have people from the LGBT community. We should have girls empowerment here. We should also give our 1% to give back to community. And then also we should have, if we can help anybody in terms of disability, can be possible. And also from the minor communities, if in case we can have people. So we are trying. Rahul is the part of it. He always makes sure, he keeps on asking me how much is the equality which we are bringing in, how many people we are bringing in, why don't we try and bring in the minor communities also into our company, so that we should be diversified and we should understand their culture as well. So we will get into it for sure. Now we are trying, we are achieving. I'm sure by end of this year we will have full blown culture, diverse culture in Coolio Consulting. Now giving back to Rahul now.
Okay, thank you. So going back to slide 8, in green, it talks about trusting each other. In brief, it basically means that as a company to grow, for all of us to grow, it's important for everyone to be open, honest, trust each other, work together, bond together, and make an atmosphere of respect, inclusion, and collaboration. In blue, we are talking about diversity and inclusion. It means what? That Codlio is committed to hiring people solely on the basis of merit and for no other considerations. And there is no discrimination based upon the following categories, which is race, color, family, religion, age, or written over here, veteran status, the national origin, ancestry, whether a pregnancy, the gender identity or expression of age, marital status, mental or physical disability, any medical condition, sexual orientation, or any other things protected by law. So we are an open, inclusive company. That's what we are striving for. And this is what the slide number 8 talks about. Vineet, let's move on to slide number 9. Contributing to a safe and productive workplace. We need to maintain a work environment which empowers everyone to do their best, feel safe, and feel secure. A safe workplace inspires trust and allows us all to contribute and succeed. Discrimination, harassment of anybody, and unsafe working conditions can be reduced, and when we all achieve it together. We treat others with respect and do not tolerate any harassment or discrimination of anybody within the company or with any of our stakeholders. It means what? Codlio prohibits, which means prevents, discrimination, harassment, and bullying, threat, or violence in any form, verbal violence, physical violence, or visual violence. Full stop. If you believe you've been bullied or harassed by anyone in Codlio, by a Codlio partner or a vendor or a client, we strongly encourage you to immediately report the incident to your supervisor, HR, or both. I know personally that RS has always spoken up for all the employees in situations where there has been a client who's not been very kind to particular employees, RS has chosen to let go of the accounts rather than see somebody in the office coming to tears. So I know RS leads by example that he will not tolerate anybody in the office being bullied, harassed by a member of the company, a partner, a client, a vendor, or a stakeholder. Be rest assured that in this way we will protect you as required. Similarly, the supervisors and managers who learn of any incident by somebody reporting to them or on hearsay should immediately report it to the human resource department. HR will promptly and thoroughly investigate any issues and complaints and take the right action against the person who is bullying or harassing somebody within the organization. It could be sexual harassment, it could be bullying, it could be any form of teasing, making remarks. Bullying takes a lot of form. It could be social media bullying, but bullying is not okay, guys. Okay. And also in okay, number 2 point is don't bring any weapons to work. It means guns, it means any kind of sharp objects, nothing. If you come aware of anybody bringing any weapon to work, kindly report to HR. Number 3, we resolve all the problems respectfully and do not resort to any forms of threats or violence. There is no scope for drinking alcohol or drugs within the organization. So nobody will come into the office after consumption of drugs or take drugs in office, drink alcohol in and out of office. What you do in your personal time after office hours is your problem, nothing to do with us. But when you are working on Codio time, kindly ensure that you are on your best behavior. Also, our position on substance abuse. Substance means drugs of any format. It could mean sniffing glue, it could mean sniffing petrol. It is incompatible with our health and safety of our employees, and we do not allow any form of substance abuse within the company. Okay. So, no drugs, no drinking, no weapons. Any reporting of any bullying happening, please report it to your HR or supervisor. If a manager hears about any form of bullying, it is up to him or her to take it up with the HR. Okay, then we move on to slide number 10. How to avoid
Can I take
conflicts
an
of interest.
example here? Can I take an example here if
Take
you
two
go to the one
examples
of
here.
the slide?
Take two
So
examples, not
so
one, take two.
so that is what so there was a in my last company. So it was there was a alcohol random alcohol test. So you need to go and randomly every team leader is requested to send one member so that we can do a alcohol test. And it was Monday. I know everybody was be understanding it, what I'm trying to say. So randomly, I picked up a girl and said, okay, fine, because generally girls, it's always safe. So, not with the boys because you might have some residual of Saturday hangover. So I picked up a girl and then she came back and after, I mean, she was a little scared and then she went and then she came back and the results came in. That girl has actually in the bottle, instead of giving the urine, she has given the water. Then we asked her what is the reason behind giving a water. That I because I had one beer on Friday night, so obviously I do not want that I should get into the the I'll get caught, or it might reflect into my urine test or the alcohol test. So I have been given, I tried giving the water in the sample. And I'm so sorry. The point here is why I'm trying to tell you, because and she was asked for the ATL. ATL is asked to leave. Reason is simple, because that's the corporate policy. If you now nobody knows whether she was drunk that day or not. Though she's telling us that no, because I had something on Friday and then Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Now, one wrong thing she could have told me that I do not want to get into the test because of I had a bear on Friday. I could have sent someone else, but rather talking to the manager, talking to the team leader, what she did, she actually gave a sample of water, which is against the policies. And then she had to leave, and she was a good resource. But sometimes that time, the policies of a company and the ethics and the code of conduct of a company are very strong. We cannot, even if we want to retrieve her, we still cannot retrieve her. Because either you go against your policy. If you're going against your policy, then it has to be applicable to everybody, or none. So that's what we always need to understand. If there is a problem, immediately speak to your manager. Immediately speak to your manager. That's the only way out you guys have. And please, drugs, alcohol, there will be very soon, there will be random test of this gonna happen in our company also, once the lockdown will get over. So there will be, and it will be completely random test, and the random test for almost like 50% of the janta of people within the company. So always make sure when you come to office on Monday, on Tuesday or Wednesday, come without alcohol, without drugs, without intake of anything. Very, very important. And there is one colleague, I will not say colleague, one incident where for the person is into very good airlines, biggest airlines of India, and they also had drinks during Saturday and Sunday, and then on Monday they have to have a flight. And so till Sunday they were drinking, and Monday when they have to catch hold of the flight, they always have to put the nozzle into their mind to test. And the only thing happened is he did not tell the supervisor that there could be a problem. He thought, okay, the test will not come, nothing will come, and he was within the flight. If he would have told before the flight, absolutely fine. The flight is getting boarded, and that time, the guy was inspected for the alcohol test. And what's gonna happen? And what has happened? No, a flight attendant who's on a heavy package for 5 years, guys, 5 years, brought down to the lower clerical package. No flight, nothing for next 5 years. So the way we are growing, I'm sure the policies will become more strict. Code of conduct becomes more strict, because I do not feel a company will grow without code of conduct, without ethics, without integrity, which is the core of Codelio Consulting. So we all need to understand it very carefully. If you have an issue, please speak to your manager. That's the only solution there. And go with the solution also. So, nothing gonna happen. That's not the way out, and take everything so lightly. That is not, if it's okay, they will not chuck me out. They're gonna, everybody is replaceable in any company. I am also replaceable. Rahul is also replaceable. We all need to understand. Take your work, please, very seriously, because it's your work. It's your company. It's not any Tom, Dick, Harry coming, going. If you are not taking your career seriously, be my guest. And code of conduct is something we need to adhere to, and that's the only reason we are going through it again and again and again. And after this, if you want to go through this policies one more time, please read it 10 times. But make sure that you should adhere to them as well. Company will also adhere to them. Employees will also adhere to them. Managers will also. Directors will also. Because these policies will be for everyone. From A to Z, everyone. There is nothing, it's not for me or it's not for someone else. It's for everybody. Now, there is another thing is avoid conflict of interest, your personal investments, outside employment, advisory roles, board seats, and starting your own business, inventions, business opportunities found through work. Now, this is again important conflict of interest. If we should not found anybody who have personal investments, who somewhere else in a partner ecosystem, in a competitor ecosystem, like you might have invested in our competitor, so that the things will start flowing from A to second company, or our competitor A. Outside employment, two employments is, I should not even tell him, it's not allowed. Extra work within the company allowed. And I have already, when I went through this avoid conflict of interest, can you guys, okay, I'm just reading everything here. Can you just put in Q&A or chat that you guys are present? Can you just raise your hands, guys? Let me see how many people are there who are listening. Sanjit, yes. Okay. Sahil, no. Nancy, yes. Ahmed, yes. Afzal Hussain, yes. Mukul Gulati, Gaurav. Nikhil Mathur, Shubham Jain, Rahul, Srishti, Abhishek, Anukarsh Gupta, no. Namrata Zindal, no. Tushar Chaudhary, no. Gaurav, Anand Sharma, Atul Rana, Deepnita Sharma, Amarji Sandhu, yes. Sumitra Tawal, yes. Rajesh, yes. Who is left, guys, who has not? Nitin Deshwal, can you please keep yourself on mute and raise your hand, please? Sahil, where are you? Thank you. Tushar Chaudhary and Namrata Jindal. Whose team member is this?
So
Tushar
Tushar was there. I don't know how.
He is there, but he has not raised his hand. Anand is here, he has not raised his hand. Thank you, Anand. Tushar, whose team member is there? Atul, can you speak to Tushar, please? Rajesh? Thank you. Okay, thank you, guys. So, very important topic here. We are bringing in very good policy here that you would be able to do your extra work, beyond your, if you want to, you can do that. However, the outside employment, advisory roles, board seat meetings, starting your own business is not allowed. Developing or helping a new develop outside inventions is also not allowed. Or taking our code somewhere is not allowed. Friends or relatives or co-working relationships is not allowed. Accepting gifts is not at all allowed. Use of Coolio product and services is not allowed for your personal use. So if you are using your phone for watching movies, or sorry, if you're watching, if you're using your laptop for watching movies, that's not allowed. Ethically, it's not allowed as per the code of conduct. And I can tell you that I can give you an examples. There is somebody who actually from the Salesforce laptop, I cannot give the name, but there is somebody who was actually went online and download something in the laptop of Salesforce. Unethical. Unethical means it's not about some movies he has downloaded, but some product he has downloaded, some code he has downloaded, which was not ethical as per the Salesforce, and Salesforce has to get penalized some million rupees for the same, because he was an employee of Salesforce. Hence, ATL has to leave. Very, very important. Conflict of interest means, because if the company's interest and your interest become a conflict, because if you start doing a double employment somewhere else in another company, becomes a conflict of interest, because you are working here and you are actually working somewhere else as well. Then your business opportunities found through work. If you are finding another business opportunity through the work, that okay, can you, if one of the customer might be coming to you and they're saying that, oh fine, can you just do it under the table, for me, and you can take some rupees from me. That's not ethical. That's against your principle. Is the conflict of interest is not allowed. I hope it's clear. Very, very important topic, this one. Vinit, go down. Friends and relatives, co-workers, relationship. I hope we all know. It's like a same thing, when we were in a school and there was a prayer, and that we all are brother and sisters. There's a pledge on Thursday and Mondays. No, we all are Indians, are brother and sisters. So something like that. Then who will get married? I don't know. If everybody is brother and sisters. So, but the friends and relatives, like co-worker relationships, are not allowed in Codelio Consulting. We can move next. Accepting gifts, entertainment, and other business courtesies from anyone. Bribes is as simple as that. If so actually we are not in a business where we have to take bribes of somebody, because we all are under the development, and we'll be interacting with the client. But under the table, again and again and again, we need to tell that if in case it is not allowed, somewhere a max of, in US example, if you have to give some gifts, it can be not more than $7 or $10 in a year, that you can give it to your clients as well. We are not giving gifts, we are not receiving gifts. And even if the gifts has to get received, or we need to give gifts to our clients and partners or vendors, that should not be above $7 to $10 in a year. Now, example, I give you again solid example here itself. So one of our client is interested to give the pizza party to everybody. He was interested because they are in US, and they said, RS, I want to give I want to, as a token of of courtesy, or as a token of thank you, I want to give a pizza party to everybody. So, and you can tell me then what's the cost, and then I will take care of it. So my answer was, sir, no problem. Thank you very much. On your behalf, we will do it. We have the budget available, but we will do it. Because I do not want, the client should be paying for our, beat up pizza itself. But that was more than enough coming from a client like Caliber, saying that, oh, I really want to thank your all employees by giving. That's enough for us. That's the victory for all of us. That's the best comment we could ever receive. And on his behalf, once everything will be settled down, so we will get onto a pizza party somewhere. But that's what is coming from your clients. So Codelio gifts and client entertainment policy provides specific guidance on when it is appropriate for Codelio to accept gifts, entertainment, or any other business courtesy from any of your competitors or business partners, even when we are doing something with the vendors. Like example, we are going with a CTI vendor. You say, I'll get your deal done, you can give me 10% commission at the back end. No, that's not possible, guys. With any partners, customers, in my whole life of 20 years, I had ample opportunities to take under table from competitors to just tell me the name of the person, or because especially into the sale, when there are RFPs are there, what happens generally. So when RFPs, we need to fill RFPs. If something is for the 6 lakhs, something is for the 7 lakhs. If I will tell them I submitted for 7 lakhs, the other person will submit it for 6.9 and will win the deal. It's a very critical situation, very, very, important situation, where the NAT should not get leaked, numbers should not get leaked, especially in sales and business development. And I'm sure Gaurav would be knowing it better than me also. I mean, he has already worked in sales. So there are client names should not be revealed. Then client number should not be revealed. I personally always keep everything open with you. Whenever we win a project, we always tell them for how much is the cost, how much is the money which we are taking it from this customer. I always try to keep it an open proposal. But guys, because we trust you, we trust all our employees, do not break our trust by leaking that information outside the company premises. Outside the company premises, that should not be leaked. Perfect. Next one. Another 10 minutes, guys. I'll be taking. Dealing with government officials. We are not dealing with the government officials as of now. But even if we have to deal with the government officials, we do not again, any government we cannot give any sort of gifts. Cannot take gifts from the government officials itself. We cannot give bribe. Offering gifts or entertainment for the business courtesies, which that is not allowed. I mean, I, Gaurav, Mohit, Rahul is not allowed to give any sort of gifts to anybody of our government officials to get hold of a deal. Next, please. Company equipment and facilities. So make sure that the tools and equipments which has been given, which is nothing but what your mobile chip or your laptops, we can be utilized effectively, and you are we will count on you to be responsible and not wasteful with the Codelio stuff we are given. So if we are given any sort of stuff to you, so you will be responsible for the same. No, say chai the water glass has been fallen on your laptop or something has happened. But try to be responsible. Try to use it as your personal laptop. Try to use it as your personal chip. Something like that. You should not use facilities and equipments. In a different way altogether. Then use of Codelio product and services. If there are services which are given to you, example, very simple example. When the Netflix, Netflix. So I had taken that Netflix because of you guys, and I've never watched it. There were 4 or 5, I think, logins. But when I realized that login has reached to Shimla as another city altogether, where none of our team members come from there, no. So obviously, I had to just cut the connection out without even asking any one of you. And that's the code of conduct. That's the ethics. Because my ethics says, yeah, boss, it's okay. That's my company property. I cannot get it outside the company premises. I cannot. Be it your father, be it your mother, be it your family. No, you cannot. It's not going to happen. Be a person of your ethics. Be a person of your principles. Physical security, if you're not careful, people may steal your stuff. Always secure your laptop, important equipments, and your personal belongings, even while on Codelio's premises. Always wear your badges visibly when you're on site. Do not tamper it with disable security and safety devices. Every day I'm receiving the secure right. Somebody's trying to play with the pen drives section of your laptop. Now, if that's gonna happen again and again, you will get the warnings. Because anybody, the moment you try and put anything with your computer, we get the notifications here that somebody is trying to get into the pen drive. Generally, it happens with the Vineet, because I still remember 108 number of the laptop. Because what he does is not about he's playing around with the laptop. He's just putting the mobile charger into it. And every time he puts in, we get the notification. So that's against the policies, guys. Understand. So these are the things which are very, very important in terms of ethics and compliance. Move on. Protect Codelio assets. We also need to protect our assets itself. Example, if we have a chair, if we have a table, if we have Wi-Fi, if you have let's say when we have a vending machines, or we are also planning to get on the vending machines where you will have cold drinks and everything within there. But it's not that the day one you get rid of everything within the vending machine, or a coffee machine. So you need to protect, means you need to safe use every item properly, wisely, and make sure it should not be waste and abuse. The product, the services, the asset, the tools should not be abused. The tap can be thrown and been hit with hard hands. Then the lockers can be, or the tables can be thrown, or you are jumping on the tables, or anything, be the grass or be it anything. So this is what we are always, that comes under code of ethics. And reserve the confidentiality. The logos, The pictures of arts you cannot use anywhere. Properly, securely label, dispose the confidential portfolio material. You cannot use or send our BRD documents, our proposals, our anything to your friends, to your relatives, to our competitors. So we need to, so it's our, so the way sometimes I always believe, if you love India, you will love your company as well. If you love, if you feel like to be a proud Indian, you never throw something out of your car window or on the roads. This is as simple as that. When you do not throw anything outside of your car window, which means how much you love, you do not want your country should get dirty, your city should get dirty. Same thing is the case here as well. When it comes to your home, you take care of your things. When it comes to your office, you do not take care of things. That's the principles. A right person, a right candidate, a right human, a right uh, fine, what do you generally call it? Oh, he's a man of his words. No? He's a man of his words, mean he's a gentle, he's a gentleman. So these things happen when you start behaving, and it comes into your nature, guys. It might start with Code Leo, but slowly and gradually it comes into your nature, that whichever chair I will sit, whether it's house chair or my gym chair or my office chair, I will not bend it. I will not bend the same. No, I will not I will not be laying down on it, or I will not be putting my press or back onto it and then moving the chair so that it should get break. I hope everybody knows for whom I'm talking about. There is a colleague of ours who has already broken how many? 2, 3 chairs? Yeah, I'm sure Vishali would be knowing it. Okay, so Corleo partners, just be careful not to disclose confidential information to our partners or our competitors. We can move next. Use trustworthy representatives. Now, we understand our representatives' qualification, reputation before we engage them to work on our behalf. We understand the reason of including a particular representative in a deal or transaction, and only do so wherever it is appropriate. We cultivate trust with our representatives or never ask or suggest that they do things that are not allowed under the law or our policies. We do not pressure partners to place orders or product or services they do not want, need, or retaliate against them for refusing to do so. We report signs that a representative could not be engaging in corrupt or unethical behavior while representing Code Leos. So when you are representing Code Leos, you cannot do anything wrong. It's as simple as that. You cannot take bribe, you cannot retaliate, you cannot sign anywhere on a wrong thing, you cannot give bribe, you cannot go against the policies, you cannot you should be qualified and make the reputation. Then competitors and former employees, competitors and former employers. We respect our competitors and want to compete with them fairly, but we do not want their confidential information. The same goes for confidential information belonging to any Coolio former employers. If any opportunity arises to take advantage of competitors or former employers' confidential information, do not do it. Should you happen to come into the possession of the competitor confidential information, contact legal immediately. I mean, no information to be going anywhere from your former employers or competitors. It should be going to them, it should be coming from them. Either way out. Next. Competition laws, again, antitrust competition, unfair competition, we should not be doing it. Examples of prohibited conduct include agreeing with competitors about pricing. As I told you already, we should not disclose our pricing. So If you suspect that anyone at the company is violating the competition laws, notifying ethics and compliance, so you need to report immediately. Next. You probably know that our policies, go up one. You probably know that our policies to be extremely careful about disclosing confidential proprietary information, consistent that with that you should also ensure your outside communications do not disclose confidential proprietary information or represent that you are speaking on behalf of Codeluce unless you're authorized to do so by the company. If we are allowing, your manager is allowing you to go and speak in front of Codelio as Codelio. Like example, you might be a speaker, somewhere. When we are allowing you, only then under the foundation, you are giving those lectures. But till that time, you are not updating us and you are giving as going as a speaker that I'm one of the employee of Codelio and I want to say this. That is not allowed. Outside communications without notifying us. I mean, you cannot take Codelio's name unless until in a webinar, in a seminar, unless until you are authorized to do so by the company itself. Next, please. Choose partners with integrities and keep accurate records and contracts. We always have to keep our records and contracts in the confidential information, which is in the Salesforce. You cannot keep it outside. And also we have to value that, we should select the best suppliers. We should eliminate the child labor. We should always choose our vendor, partner, customers who would not be having child labor, human trafficking, or any other labor abuses. So we always make sure, our customers, our partners, our employees, or our vendors, all of them should be accurate and ethical, in terms of work. Next. Spending Codelio's money, very, very important. If a money has been given to your managers for the as a funds, that should be utilized only on the Codelio employees or for the welfare of Codelio. You cannot use that money somewhere else. Signing a contract, each time you enter into a business transaction on Codelio's behalf, there should be a documentation recording that agreement approved by legal department of Codelio. I think we all are not doing it as you are not authorized signatory as of now, but that's related to the management. There are a couple of authorized signatories, like sometimes, Vinny does that, sometimes, Mohit does that, and sometimes Rahul does that on my behalf. So, or Neetu does that. So when they have to take care of that, they should read the contract properly. They should make sure that, the contract is ethical. Recording transaction. If your job involves the financial recording of a transaction, make sure that you're fully familiar with all the Codelio policies that apply. Next. You cannot make improper payments. We refuse to offer to pay bribes, kickbacks to anyone. No dollar, nothing, no bribe, no undertable. We prohibit corrupt payments of all kinds, including payments to secure permits or contacts or small payments to speed up our routine government policies. We cannot do that. We use partners that have a reputation of integrity. We report signs that are if any representatives are unethical. We make sure that any gifts, hospitality, or travel we offer to government officials or any customer is reasonable and appropriate and pre-approved wherever necessary. Perfect. Next. Intellectual property rights. So all the codes when you're coding in Codelio belongs to Codelio. A. Any customer code belongs to customer. Okay. So you do not have, you as in anybody has any right for the for breaching the trademark, for breaching the copyrights or brand. You cannot, I mean, anyone cannot use Codelio logo as it's a trademark, or as a brand logo somewhere, as our documents anywhere, as our code can be utilized somewhere else. You can give that code to someone else. No. Next. We need to have the best practices, to adhere. the security of our codes, to security of our or of our security of our projects and the data. Data security is utmost important, guys. Client data should not be going anywhere as per the policies of GDPR compliance, HIPAA compliance, that should remain. And once the project will be over, we need to actually delete the complete and put the windows into it. Obey the law. It's our responsibilities. It's our responsibility as Indian, is our responsibility as Korean to obey all the laws which we just taught, we just learned. Anti-bribery law is what? Can you just go down? Very, very important. I think somebody can ask you anti-bribery law also. Vineet, thoda sa niche. Like all businesses coldly subject to Indian laws that prohibit bribery in virtually every kind of commercial settings. The rule is for us at Polio is simple: don't bribe anybody anytime for any reason. Is as simple as that. Whatever the reason could be, we can go down. And that last but not the least is that's there. If you conclusion, very, very important. I'm reading it again. Coldleo aspires to be a customer's company. We are a company with a heart. It is difficult to spell out every possible ethical scenario we might face. However, we rely on each other's good judgment and upload a high standard of integrity for ourselves and our company. You need to feel proud that you're working in a company who is utmost and very ethical in terms of the code of conduct, in terms of your up onto the laws, basically, always. So we expect all Codelians to be guided by both the letter and the spirit of the code. Sometimes detecting the right thing to do is not an easy task. If you're not sure, don't be afraid. You can ask your questions with the managers. What needs to done? I mean, what you need to do, you can always ask from your managers as well. Sometimes it's not you are at a situation where you might not know what is right, what is wrong. So if whenever you're in a dilemma, whenever you feel something is missing, so you can always report. You can always take a judgment, take a suggestion from your colleagues, comrades. How to report a concern? It's always simple. You can go to legal.com and then legal@codelio.in or codelio.com. I think it's codelio.com also is there, or hr@codelio.com. So if you have any questions or concern, you can contact your managers, human resource representative, or ethics and compliance team. Ethics compliance team head is Rahul. So you can submit a question or raise a concern of suspected violation by our code by sending an email to our compliance team itself. And we will take your name anonymous. We will keep your name anonymous. So thank you very much for giving your time. I know it's 20 minutes over. Okay. Any questions? If you have, please ask your question. We'll give 2 more minutes or 5 more minutes if any questions are coming in. If you have any questions, fine. If you do not have, perfectly fine. This PPT will be live on our website and will be not on website, but we will make it live on our OneDrive, and we will be sending an email to you after the completion of code of conduct training. That if you have any questions, you can reach out to Rahul at any given point of time. Rahul's email address is rahul.ray@codelio.com. If you have any conflict, any issues with the code of conduct which you might have not understood, so you can go through this PPT again, or you can consult with your managers or HR or Rahul. Perfect. Thank you very much. Now we are closing this webinar. There are no questions from anyone, from any employee as of now. So if you, even if you have, you can anytime reach out to us. We are more than happy and welcome, to answer any of your questions. Thank you, guys. Rahul, any last note you want to convey?
No, RS, all is good. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everyone. I'm concluding the session. Thank you so much for joining.